The film begins by showing us a package that is addressed to the Lincoln Loud. We go to the house of the Loud family and we see that the Lincoln is excited because there are 2 days left. For Christmas, Lincoln comes out of his room and he receives a cake from his sister's place, which tells him that she will make jokes for Christmas. Suddenly an explosion happens. And see what List is doing. Snow modification experiments. Then Lincoln goes to the quarter moon. And she starts to rock songs. Christmas. Then the N appears and she asks her brother how is her of her design, to what Lincoln tells him that shines bright. Lincoln goes home bathroom and we see that Lana disguised her frog like a reindeer while Lola is. He finds enlisting, so he takes out her brother from the Lincoln bathroom, realizes that the egg is about to fall, and we see that the manages to save after Lincoln goes to the kitchen and we see that his dad is making cakes for Christmas. In it, Lincoln receives a message that his package is about to arrive, so Lincoln leaving his house excited. He receives the package and starts saying that I work all year round to be able to buy what. Lincoln starts to say what is a sleigh for 13 people, which he will use together with his whole family. Mr. Law yells that breakfast is ready. So they all start to go down, running towards the table, and we see that the Lincoln hits his dad with the sled. Mrs. Loud receives a call from her daughter Lord, in which she tells them not to go to Case for Christmas because she has many earrings, so everyone knows. They get sad after the news. Luna says that Sam invited her to ski in Christmas with his family, so she won't be at Christmas either. Lohan tells his family that he invited a nursing home to be one of her Christmas acts, so the Lincoln gets angry because this Christmas will be different since their sisters will not be. Mrs. Law proposes to take a Christmas trip to Miami, and we see that everyone liked the idea except for Mrs. Lincoln. Law tells his son that sometimes plans change and he must learn. But he replies that he likes old traditions. Then Lincoln goes to the kitchen for his package and starts to open it, but we see that the sled is broken, so he gets sad. We go to mall and we see Clyde lining up next to his parents to meet Santa Claus. Suddenly Clive gets a call from part of the link, with which she tells him that his Christmas has been ruined because they will go to Miami. Lincoln begins to say that they must save the Christmas and they only have 24 hours to do it. We return home from the Loud and we see that they are thinking of a plan for Christmas to be like before. So they have to stop the trip to Miami and prevent her sisters from leaving. That day the operation begins and they are creating an audio with Mick's voice Jagger to make the moon believe will present in the city. We see that the plan, if it works, but what did Sam wear? Sad. The next day we see that Lincoln sent Lori a package with the dessert that his father made of him, which makes him want to go home to Christmas. Let's go with Bobby and I got a call for part of Lord, and which asks him to she drive home for Christmas while Lincoln meets Clyde preparing another plan to stop the trip to Miami. We return to the center commercial and we see that Lincoln stole the mannequin his sister Elena. The operation continues and they start stealing the objects who use Luan for their acts. We're leaving to the asylum where Luan will be presented and they start saying bad things about her to prevent her from showing up, and we see that if it works while Loris is on the way with her boyfriend Bobby, Lincoln and Clyde are at the lake preparing a video to alert the people from a crocodile shark, and we see That if it worked because it came out in the news, so they allowed it. They get sad because they wanted to go from vacation to Miami after Lincoln leaves to his room and tells Clyde that his plan worked and they managed to save the Christmas while Gold and Bobby, they are still on the way but they run out gasoline. We return to the house of the Loud family. That everyone is sad because Lincoln's lies and what he provoked. That it ended with Moon, then they read and she says she was fired because they stole her mannequin while Lohan finds herself crying since her grandfather framed to cancel your filing Christmas, so she says to leave the comedy. Lincoln realizes she screwed up the Christmas of all her family. Liza, she calls a family meeting and show everyone that I create a reassuring for Crocodile Shark. But we see that Lincoln uses it on his dad. And she starts behaving in a way strange because of the after effect they receive. A call from Lord and Witch. He tells them that they need her help because of who ran out of gas while what we see in the news they recorded to the Crocodile Shark walking on the city, so they decide they will do a curfew and to cancel the Christmas tree lighting. Family Aloud gets sad again. And the reporter says that Christmas is bankrupt. Lincoln communicates with his friend Clyde. I know they must tell the truth to save everyone's Christmas. After the reporter receives a call from Lincoln, which tells him that it was a lie, but we see that they do not believe him. We go to the forest and we see that they are in the place where they had hidden the shark. Crocodile while Gold and Bobby are waiting for them to arrive by them, and we see Mrs. Loud arrive. We return with Lincoln and Clyde, which they are on their way to the city. But we see that they were found by Richard, by which he communicates with the reporter and tells her that he found the beast, then leaves in his vehicle and he starts chasing them, causing they get scared because they want to hunt. While in the news we can see that they are being recorded by a drone and that by accident destroy your home decorations. Lisa fills a toy with her reassuring and says that capturing the beast, so he goes after him and all her sisters say they owe her save. Then they go to the kitchen and we see that his father was still under the effects of quiet, but they are on their way to look for Liza. The reporter begins to say that Crocodile Shark is on its way to the mall, so all they start running while the Madam Loud meets the beast and she notices that she wears her decorations. But she suddenly appears smooth and climbs to the vehicle. Lisa begins to say that took the Santa Claus from her, so they go on way to the mall. Crocodile Shark arrives at the center commercial and begin to destroy all the decorations because they follow being chased. We see the car arrive from the family to the car and the whole family starts following Liza while Lincoln stops Crocodile Shark for Clay to tell Santa Claus about her gift list, but we see that the Lincoln star at the same time as in the North Pole decorations. All people start to approach him, realize that in reality the beast does not. There was his parents ask him for one explanation and he begins to tell them that everything was a lie and that all the bad things that have happened to them because he just wanted everyone. Their parents were together at Christmas. They tell him that they understand him and all the family Aloud give each other hug, but they are interrupted by the reporter who she asks them who will light the tree. Christmas. We began to see that Lily was the chosen to light the Christmas tree and that everyone in the city meets excited for Christmas to the day. Next we see that it is already Christmas and all the family is reunited opening the gifts. Lincoln starts to say that Things went well. His brothers solved their problems and will leave vacation to Miami, but that he should do 300 community hours. Mrs. Lon tells Lincoln that they have a present for him and we see him. They repaired his sled. Suddenly it starts to snow outside the house due to the list experiment, so all they go out excited to play as a family. Lincoln starts to say that the family is connected by the hearts of him and that although they are always far away, they will be united. So the movie ends. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like and comment that more movies I would like to see on the channel. The greetings of this video is for Wynn's Roadmap, Patricia, grandson Moses, Victor, and for Chili. Do not forget to comment on the ones that want to be in the next video.